Today is graduation day for the guys at SOI here on Camp Pendleton. I'm about to go watch some graduation ceremony, cheer my son on, and enjoy this day, the last day for him of SOI.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking a report from the platoon sergeants is the company first sergeant. First Sergeant James Duncan from Brooklyn, Connecticut.
University. And may they never forget these combat instructors who have faithfully shared their experiences, knowledge, and skills these past months to prepare the Marines for the fight to come. May they honor their instructors by striving for excellence and exercising an unconquerable resolve in every mission in which they are appointed. Lastly, Father, remind these Marines to live a life of humble gratitude, especially toward their families and loved ones here who have given a lifetime's worth of instruction and discipline to make the Marines the fighters they are today. Eternal Father, bless these warriors, one and all. In your most glorious name we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will notice our national color is located to your direct front at the school command post. It is customary that all hats are removed and your right hand be placed over your heart during the playing of our national anthem.
Most importantly, to the friends and families of the Marines of Class 3 TAC 19, I'd like to welcome you here. I know many of you have traveled across the country to be here today to celebrate this accomplishment with your Marine. And the fact that your Marine stands here successful today is in large due to your continuous support and dedication throughout their lives. And for that, I'd like to thank you. For your Marine, this all began a couple months ago when he found himself here at Infantry Training Battalion. From here, he was assigned to Alpha Company. From there, he met my combat instructors who from day one have tirelessly devoted themselves to training a Marine to become a part of the next generation of infantrymen within the Marine Corps. Since the beginning, we've pushed your Marine to both his mental and physical limits. We've taught him the skills necessary to be a successful and proficient infantryman, some of which include combat marksmanship, proper employment of fragmentation grenades, rocket launcher employment, and the ability to work as a team to employ crew-served weapon systems, such as heavy machine guns and mortars. We introduce them to the field. Here you learn the fundamentals of patrolling, how to navigate through arduous terrain, the proper techniques in the building a defensive fighting position. We taught Marine many of the skills that he'll need to be successful, but most importantly, we instill in him the burning desire to win. The journey that your Marine's about to embark on is just beginning. And regardless of where that journey may take him, upon leaving here, he'll not only have the skills and knowledge needed to be successful, but most importantly, he'll have the skills needed to win. And for the Marines, I know these past few months have not been easy for you. Throughout your time here, we've demanded much from you, and know that the Marine Corps will continue to demand much more. But understand this, during your time here, you were given nothing. The fact that you stand here successful today is a product of your own desire and your own will. Each and every one of you have earned your spot in this formation. And as your journey begins, I ask that you take that same burning desire with you to the fleet. I ask that you embrace challenges, that you celebrate adversity, and you seek to grow every day. I ask that you remember everything that we taught you. As you move forward, I need you to take care of your brothers to the left and right of you, now and always. Marines, again, I am proud of everything that you've accomplished here, and I wish each and every one of you fair winds and following seas. Semper Fidelis.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commanding officer for Alpha Company. Ladies and gentlemen, taking the report from his company first sergeant, the commanding officer of Company A. Fallen Marines are being recognized for displaying a level of tactical expertise seldom seen in a Marine of their grade and experience. As a result of their performance and professionalism, each was selected as an honor graduate for their respective course. Their initiative and exceptional ability reflect a great credit upon themselves and were keeping the highest traditions of the Infantry Training Battalion in the United States Marine Corps. Each will be presented a certificate of commendation to commemorate their superior achievement while enrolled in a course of study and the professional education prescribed by the Commandant of the Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold all your applause until all honor graduates have received their awards. The Rifleman Course honor graduate is Lance Corporal Andre Gordon from Chico, California. Lance Corporal Gordon attained a GPA of 99.2%. He is being assigned to Reconnaissance Training Company. He's also being meritoriously promoted to the rank of Lance Corporal. The Machine Gun Course honor graduate is Lance Corporal Mark Weinstein from Wiggins, Colorado. Lance Corporal Weinstein attended a GPA of 99.6%. He's also being assigned to 3rd Light Armor Reconnaissance Battalion. He's also being meritoriously promoted to the rank of Lance Corporal. The Mortarman Course honor graduate is Lance Corporal Trevor Martin from Oxnard, California. Lance Corporal Martin attained a GPA of 99.8%. He is being assigned to 3rd Light Armored Reconnaissance Battalion. The Assault Marine Course honor graduate is PFC Benjamin Valiant from Milford, New Hampshire. PFC Valiant attained a GPA of 96.1. He is being assigned to 4th Marine Division. Lance Corporal Elijah King from Millen, Indiana is the recipient of today's Bonnelly Award, the Paul Eisen Warrior Award. Private Eisen's memory symbolizes the tenacity and fighting spirit that has become synonymous with the title of United States Marine Infantryman. Recognized throughout the world, the Marine Infantryman is considered the epitome.
Ready, push, come. Ready, run, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking the report from the platoon sergeants is the company first sergeant. First Sergeant James Duncan from Brooklyn, Connecticut.
Company, full rank, prep.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to introduce the Marines most responsible for your Marine successful completion of infantry training. Please hold your applause until the last staff member has been introduced. The Chief Instructor is Gunnery Sergeant Juan Elizondo from Houston, Texas. The Company Guidance Bearer and Instructor of Cycle is Sergeant Peyton Varwick from Star, Idaho. The Platoon Commander for 1st Platoon is Staff Sergeant Victor Galvan from Dublin, Texas. He's assisted in his duties by the Platoon Sergeant, Sergeant Brian Dale from Fort Worth, Texas. Combat Instructors, Sergeant Joseph Perez from Fresno, California. Corporal James Kretschmann from Aberdeen, South Dakota. The Platoon Commander for 2nd Platoon is Staff Sergeant Jesus Garcia from Daleville, Alabama. He's assisted in his duties by the Platoon Sergeant, Sergeant Carlos Eduardo from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Combat Instructor, Sergeant Keith Burton from Columbus, Indiana. The Platoon Commander for Weapons Platoon is Gunnery Sergeant Carlos Mendoza from Whittier, California. The 0331 Machine Gun Instructor, Sergeant Hank Glumman from New Berlin, Wisconsin. The 0341 Mortarman Instructors, Sergeant Kwame Johnson from Natchitoches, Louisiana. And Sergeant Michael Palatei from Tucson, Arizona. The 0351 Assault Marine Instructors, Sergeant Peyton Varwick from Star, Idaho. And Sergeant Logan Kennedy from Morro Bay, California. Other company personnel located by the reviewing stand include Sergeant Christopher Medbury from San Diego, California. Sergeant Rene Lazoya from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Due to the operational commitments, the following company personnel are not presented in today's formation. Sergeant George Adrian Neves from Cambridge, Maryland. Please join us in applauding the efforts of the combat instructors and personnel.
Company, full rank, prep.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to introduce the Marines most responsible for your Marine successful completion of infantry training. Please hold your applause until the last staff member has been introduced. The Chief Instructor is Gunnery Sergeant Juan Elizondo from Houston, Texas. The Company Guidance Bearer and Instructor of Cycle is Sergeant Peyton Varwick from Star, Idaho. The Platoon Commander for 1st Platoon is Staff Sergeant Victor Galvan from Dublin, Texas. He's assisted in his duties by the Platoon Sergeant, Sergeant Brian Dale from Fort Worth, Texas. Combat Instructors, Sergeant Joseph Perez from Fresno, California. Corporal James Kretschmann from Aberdeen, South Dakota. The Platoon Commander for 2nd Platoon is Staff Sergeant Jesus Garcia from Daleville, Alabama. He's assisted in his duties by the Platoon Sergeant, Sergeant Carlos Eduardo from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Combat Instructor, Sergeant Keith Burton from Columbus, Indiana. The Platoon Commander for Weapons Platoon is Gunnery Sergeant Carlos Mendoza from Whittier, California. The 0331 Machine Gun Instructor, Sergeant Hank Glumman from New Berlin, Wisconsin. The 0341 Mortarman Instructors, Sergeant Kwame Johnson from Natchitoches, Louisiana. And Sergeant Michael Palatei from Tucson, Arizona. The 0351 Assault Marine Instructors, Sergeant Peyton Varwick from Star, Idaho. And Sergeant Logan Kennedy from Morro Bay, California. Other company personnel located by the reviewing stand include Sergeant Christopher Medbury from San Diego, California. Sergeant Rene Lazoya from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Due to the operational commitments, the following company personnel are not presented in today's formation. Sergeant George Adrian Neves from Cambridge, Maryland. Please join us in applauding the efforts of the combat instructors and personnel.
Company! Full rank! Prep!
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to introduce the Marines most responsible for your Marine successful completion of infantry training. Please hold your applause until the last staff member has been introduced. The Chief Instructor is Gunnery Sergeant Juan Elizondo from Houston, Texas. The Company Guidance Bearer and Instructor of Cycle is Sergeant Peyton Varwick from Star, Idaho. The Platoon Commander for 1st Platoon is Staff Sergeant Victor Galvan from Dublin, Texas. He's assisted in his duties by the Platoon Sergeant, Sergeant Brian Dale from Fort Worth, Texas. Combat Instructors, Sergeant Joseph Perez from Fresno, California. Corporal James Kretschmann from Aberdeen, South Dakota. The Platoon Commander for 2nd Platoon is Staff Sergeant Jesus Garcia from Daleville, Alabama. He's assisted in his duties by the Platoon Sergeant, Sergeant Carlos Eduardo from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Combat Instructor, Sergeant Keith Burton from Columbus, Indiana. The Platoon Commander for Weapons Platoon is Gunnery Sergeant Carlos Mendoza from Whittier, California. The 0331 Machine Gun Instructor, Sergeant Hank Glumman from New Berlin, Wisconsin. The 0341 Mortarman Instructors, Sergeant Kwame Johnson from Natchitoches, Louisiana. And Sergeant Michael Palatei from Tucson, Arizona. The 0351 Assault Marine Instructors, Sergeant Peyton Varwick from Star, Idaho. And Sergeant Logan Kennedy from Morro Bay, California. Other company personnel located by the reviewing stand include Sergeant Christopher Medbury from San Diego, California. Sergeant Rene Lazoya from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Due to the operational commitments, the following company personnel are not presented in today's formation. Sergeant George Adrian Neves from Cambridge, Maryland. Please join us in applauding the efforts of the combat instructors and personnel. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation ceremony for Company A. Thank you for your attendance and support of our Navy and Air Corps family.
Libby, out of the way, honey.
I'm going.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Daniel, don't pull like that. Papa, Daniel.